Welcome back to the SMT YouTube channel. In this video, I'd like to discuss the newest commercials that are coming out here from Verizon, and they are directly responding to some of the claims that T-Mobile has made recently. I think what you have to do is you kind of have to start first with what T-Mobile has been doing. T-Mobile has been very aggressively trying to attack or focus their efforts on winning the perception battle. The perception that T-Mobile's network historically has not been viewed favorably or as favorably as, take for example, Verizon. For the longest time, Verizon has been viewed as having the largest, most available, most reliable network. And Verizon has taken that strategy to their advertising, to their marketing. It's how they sell their brand. Their brand is connected to their network, and their network is connected to their brand. And T-Mobile has been the upstart. They have been the little guy, and they have moved out of that phase. They are now one of the big guys, and the way to really solidify yourself is to take the only thing that you haven't won on, because you won on plans, you won on pricing, you won on the customer. The last thing is just the network piece, and that's what they've been doing. Best value, best network, best prices, all those things. And they say there's no compromise. You just, come to T-Mobile where it's better. That's always been the mantra. And it's kicked into high gear recently. It looks like that was the button to push by claiming that they had the best network, and they've heavily and aggressively advertised this. That was enough to make Verizon act and respond. So they just did a new commercial. They deployed Kevin Hart, who they have a past with. They have a relationship with. They've done advertisements and commercials with him, where he, talks about awards and how he has many meaningless ones, and how T-Mobile is deploying commercials and ads with meaningless awards. And I think it's just a testament to Verizon never really cared to respond to T-Mobile for so long, and they finally have, right? I mean, how long were you going to stand on the sideline and let this company punch you in the mouth? Eventually I had to punch back. But I do think that there's something that Verizon could have did better with the advertisements, and that's not calling T-Mobile by name. I think that's marketing 101. You don't give your competitors face time. What they should have did is just put up a pink map of like a network map or something, so that way everybody knows who they're talking about, but they don't say it by name and give them the free time on their time. You know what I mean? Like, you see that with like detergent commercials. It's like, whatever the company name, Company X, and then they show like competitors in terms of how they perform, but they don't like say by name, right? I think they probably should have done something like that, but it's fine. I'm good with it. I like to see the competition. It's good to see Verizon finally striking back, not getting punched in the mouth over and over again with nothing to say about it. I know that the Verizon as a company has a lot of pride in their network, so it looks like those were the proper buttons to push by T-Mobile. And I don't know what, T-Mobile does back, or if they do anything, but they've been doing very well with their advertisements. The British Dude, the Singing Quartet, their marketing and advertising blitzes have been hitting on all cylinders for years. So just, I guess, time that Verizon felt they were compelled to do this. And I think that's a good thing. And hopefully there's some follow-up commercials that are, obviously funny, engaging, and proves the point that Verizon's trying to make, right? Anyways, if you guys watch the commercial, let me know what you think of it. Let me know what you think of the timing, how long it took Verizon to finally respond, and on the terms, right? And maybe this has something to do with the new marketing lead. She steps in, and looks like we have some action. So that's pretty good to see. Anyways, drop me some comments, questions, and concerns. Like, share, subscribe, check out some more videos. See you guys soon on the next one.